It's a new year and I am feeling good. And I hope your new year is starting off on a high note to where you're able to keep up with those attainable resolutions throughout the year. As far as my resolution this year, it's fairly simple, which is focusing on creating art and less about the materialistic allure that's out there with the latest and greatest types of tech. I must admit though, is that it's definitely hard not to fawn over this gear. To be in a time to where we have this technology available to us in our gear is definitely dope. But sometimes I feel as though that this can be a distraction. And this obstacle that I'm referring to, that I'm looking to gradually improve on this year, at least for me, and maybe for you too, is less over romanticizing over the tech and focusing more on the creative concepts that helps inspire us instead. Now, what may seem like a contradiction from my earlier monologue is this next sentence, is that I rented a camera. And surprise, surprise, I rented the Canon R3. And I've been excited about wanting to create more wildlife moments, this year, because it's at a central point of an experiment of mine of just really seeing how I progress within this particular genre of photography. Now, it's not a new camera by any means in comparison to the, Canon R1 that just dropped last year. But I will say is that the Canon R3 is still a powerful piece of gear that I was just, like I said before, excited to use and to really have that full experience with, creating those wildlife moments that I was looking forward to. How I typically, combat this feeling of, really romanticizing about the gear and the tech is simply by looking at my bank account and being like, yeah, I can't afford that. Maybe another time type of thing. But outside of that, though, I have to have these reality check sessions with myself to really ask myself the question as far as how is this going to help improve my art and what I'm doing now? Try to go to the spot, capture some really cool shots. This is going to be dope today. Today, we are going to be getting some more wildlife shots with the RF 100 to 500 millimeter lens and paired with the Canon R3. And I've been loving this combination lately, this duo. I can't say with this combination, it's been definitely an adjustment. I would say it hasn't been that much of an adjustment with the RF 100 to 500 millimeter lens. The reason why I say that's because on the Fujifilm X-H2S, I had a Viltrox, well, still have a Viltrox 75 millimeter lens, and with that particular lens, paired with the Fujifilm X-H2S, there was like a 1.6 crop or something, to where if it was equivalent to, I think they said like 100 to maybe 135 millimeters. So I was like, man, it's not that big of a difference in this instance. Obviously, whenever I'm recording on the EOS R with that lens, I'm gonna have a crop with it too. But for the most part, though, it's been okay. I've been really, feeling it, because today it's overcast, and yeah, another overcast day in Florida, which is to be expected within this space. I'm debating if I want to take the tripod or not. It's gonna be a lot if I take the tripod. I try to leave it in the car. I saw some more sand cranes over here that I wanted to capture. See how that goes, which I think it will go fairly well. I've been trying to get better at my handheld skill sets with this. I feel as though as I can capture it, like those moments and bursts that I really want to. So we're gonna go over here right now, check it out. Cool beans, let's do it. No, I don't want the car. Take it up to 500. They're like slowly but surely looking at me like, what's this guy doing here? Just slowly but surely trying to, ease up over there with them. They're kind of like walking away from me right now, obviously, as you can see. I feel like I've been recalibrated to be able to just find out more things so I can capture more shots like this right here. This bird that's coming into the scene. Even with having to return the R3, I feel content for the time that I had it for. But it has me somewhat, wanting to, continue to try it out throughout the year to see if this is something that I want to invest in, because this type of camera, the Canon R3, is something that I've never experienced before. And when you experience this, it's like, all right, is it something that I need or something that I want in comparison to the Canon EOS R? But I will say though, it did help me to create those experiences I was looking for overall in general. And this definitely will not slow me down from using the Canon EOS R for those wildlife moments, because at the end of the day, we the artists have the vision for our projects, and we shouldn't let the have-not stop us from creating.